Hello everybody, this is your Venture Level 1 teacher, Alex. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe from COVID-19 virus. Today is April 7, 2020. Today we will begin with Unit 6, Time. But more specifically, we're going to learn about daily activities and how to talk about your daily activities with time. Before we begin, since this is an online course, I want everyone to listen carefully, and if there are any words or expressions that you're not sure or don't know, please check your dictionary. Also, please repeat after me. Repeating is a really good practice to improve with your pronunciation. So let's take a look at some of the daily activities that we do or you do every day. Daily activities. Wake up. Take a shower. Get dressed. Read a newspaper. Study. Go to work. Eat breakfast. Eat lunch. Eat dinner. Watch TV. Exercise. Vacuum the floor. Sleep. Talk to family. Talk to friends. So these are some of daily activities that we do every day. With that in mind, we will begin with Unit 6, Lesson A, Listening. So everyone please open your student's book and go to page 70. Page 70. Page 70. Page 70. Is everyone on page 70? Page 70 of student's book? Page 70? Assuming that everyone is on this page, we will begin with Lesson A, Listening, Exercise 1. Exercise 1. Now, let's look at this picture. Let's take a look at this picture first. I want everyone to pause the video for a moment and write down what you see. It can be objects, person, or activities. Please write them down. And once you're done, continue the video and we will go over together. Now, let's go over what we see in the picture. So in this picture, there are total of 6 people. 6 people. And that's Aaron, Ricardo, Agnes, Judy, Bob, and Margie. So based on this picture, where are they? Where are they? They're at work. They're at work. But more specifically, they're in the break room. The break room. We can see that it is the break room is because even though they're at work, they're eating a sandwich, they're talking, drinking coffee, and taking a nap. Look at this. Judy is taking a nap. That's not what you're supposed to do at work. But during your break, or it is possible. And what objects do we see? We see a vending machine. A vending machine is a machine that you can buy snacks from. And we have work schedule. Work schedule. We have posters. Posters. And behind the poster is something called bulletin board. Bulletin board. That's where you put any information, important information, on it, such as posters here. And now, what activities do we see in this picture? We see Aaron buying a snack from a vending machine. Buying. We see Agnes eating a sandwich. Agnes. We see Aaron and Ricardo talking to each other. Talking. And then we have Margie drinking coffee and reading a magazine. And we have Bob reading a work schedule. And then, as I said before, Judy is taking a nap. So here I categorize into who, where, objects, activities. And then these are things that we see in this picture. So let me ask you a question. In this picture, let's take a look at the work schedule. Work schedule. And then can you tell me what is Marge's work hours? Marge's work hours? Taking a look at Marge's work schedule, we see MWF 8 to 4, TTH 10 to 6. So this means Marge's work hours or work hour schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. But on Tuesday and Thursday, Marge's work schedule hours are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So this is how you're supposed to read the work schedule. You see the day and time. Day and time. Now, we'll go to page 71. Page 71. And begin exercise 2. Lesson A, exercise 2. Page 71. Is everyone on page 71? Page 71. We will begin with lesson A, listening, exercise 2. Exercise 2. Before we begin, let's go over what we see in these pictures. So this is Bob. that we saw in page 70. Bob, right here, Bob. So let's see what Bob's doing in each picture first. Let's just go over it. And number 1, exercise 2, number 1, Bob is reading a book. Number 2, Bob is checking in to work. Number 3, Bob is waiting for the bus. Waiting for the bus. Number 4, Bob is having a dinner with his family. With his family. Number 5, Bob is at home. Bob is at home. Number 6, Bob is leaving home. Bob is leaving home. So with that in mind, I'm going to play the audio for exercise 2. So I want you to listen to the conversation and match the conversation with these pictures shown here. Also, we will continue with matching the time that you hear from the conversations. So we're gonna complete exercise 2, A and B at once. So I'm gonna play the audio and we're gonna listen to it together, and then we're gonna go over the answers.
Unit 6. Time. Page 71. Exercises 2A and 2B. Track 2. Conversation A.
Congratulations on your new job.
Thanks.
So, when do you leave for work?
I leave at 10:30.
At night?
Right. Conversation B.
What time do you eat dinner?
We eat dinner at 6:30.
And you don't go to work until 10:30?
That's right. Conversation C.
What time do you start work?
I start work at 11 o'clock at night.
So it takes you half an hour to get there?
Yeah. Conversation D.
What time do you catch the bus?
I catch the bus at 10:45.
10:45? Not 10:30?
Right. 10:45, not 10:30. Conversation E.
What time do you take a break?
I take a break at 2:45 in the morning.
2:45? Wow, I'm sleeping then.
I know. So is my family. Conversation F.
What time do you get home?
I get home around 7:30.
In the morning?
Right. Just in time for breakfast. Page 74, exercise 2B.
So that was the audio for exercise 2. And if you missed any, or you want to listen to it again, please use your smartphone to repeat the audios again. Okay? But for now, assuming that everyone's done and it completed the exercise for exercise 2, I will go over the answers. So for number 1, it was conversation E. Number 2, it was conversation C. Number 3 is conversation D. Number 4 is conversation B. Number 5 is conversation F. Number 6 is conversation A. Now, I'm gonna go over exercise 2B, where we have to write down the time that we hear. So for A, it was 10:30. 10:30. For B, is 6:30. For C, it's 11 o'clock. Please excuse my handwriting. D is 10:45. E is 2:45. And finally, F is 7:30. 7:30. So now, if check your answers, and if you have the wrong answer, please listen to the audios one more time. Now, we will continue with exercise 3 on page 71. Exercise 3 is about asking and telling time. So how do we ask about time? So the first way is, what time is it? What time is it? Second is, what's the time? What's the time? Lastly, could you please tell me the time? Could you please tell me the time? This one is a polite way of asking about time. But these 3 are examples of how to ask time. So when someone asks you time, how do you respond? So for example, the time is this. And how we read or how we say it is 10:30. So 10:30. So here, it is important that we say the hour first and the minutes after. So the hour is 10. The minutes are 30. So here, 7:3. So when we read it, it will be 7:03. 7:03. So the hour first and the minutes. What if there are no minutes? Then here, this is 9. We say 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. So instead of 9, what if it's 7? Then we say 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. So if someone were to ask me, what time is it? Then I say, it's 10:30. It's 10:30. Or, what time is it? Oh, it's 7:03. 7:03. So this is how you would ask and tell about time. And this is it for lesson 8.